Guys, today we're going to be cutting the rear bumper for the silver car, adding some quote-unquote speed holes. I'll show you a few different examples. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to cut mine, but I do have an idea in my head. I'm not a real big fan of the cut half bumper, you know, where they pretty much cut all this across here and it's just half the bumper and then you can see the spare tire well. But I'm probably just going to cut a couple holes in here, something similar to this, which was my old bumper off my hatchback. So basically, you're just going to need some tape measure, a pen, and an idea in your head of how you want it cut out. I'm still going to have the tow hook coming through the bumper. I took off the little carbon plate. So I have my first line on here. I used the imprinted Integra as a template where to go from, because that's going to be pretty straight. I'm probably going to print this 2 more times underneath and then have something wrap around. Hardest part is going to get this side to match that side. Apologize about the wind, but I'm going to print this 2 more times underneath and then I'll show you what I did next. Alright, so I have my 3 cutouts right here, and then I took some pinstripe tape, and when I went around, I made sure the distance between here and here was the same here and here. So it looks pretty straight. And then here's my first cut that's going to wrap around the side. The top edge, or the bottom edge of the tape here, is my cut line, the same as this one here. So I'm going to copy this 2 more times, see how that looks before I cut anything, and then try to match this side to that side. So it's coming out pretty good so far. This pinstriping is definitely helping a lot line it up to the other side. So took one long piece, came around here, and then got this side drawn on for the first section. Basically what I did is I took a ruler, stuck it like that, and took a micrometer from here to the bottom of the line. Same on here to make sure it was the same at both sides. Got my first line and just went down. Same thing, I measured from this line here to here with the micrometer. Did the same thing here. So now I'm going to cut this pinstripe in here, and I'm going to lay a new piece that wraps around from here and also the bottom, and make sure this gap is the same as it is right here. Also going to space it out 2 inches. So once I get that done, hopefully it'll look symmetrical when I set the bumper up before I cut anything. I have all my lines on both sides. Moving along, I pop holes for where the carbon plate's going to be for the tow hook that comes out. And these holes here, I think they'll be alright if I just put a washer behind them, just to grab like this side of the hole, because the plate sticks up a little bit higher than this, and then it'll cover this. So I'm just going to cut all this out with a Dremel. I'll probably just do a time lapse. Okay, so that's basically one of the 12 holes. just take your time, cut it out. I used a Dremel tool just to score a line on the straight sections, and then the angle grinder to cut it out. And then I use a sanding wheel on the Dremel to round out these edges. Little mistake right here, but I don't think it'll matter once it's painted. But I'm just going to cut out all the straights and rough around the edges, and then sand it at the end with the little drum wheel. Alright, so I pretty much have it all cut out now. Now I'm just going to take like a flat file and go through these, and if it looks a little wobbly within here, I'm just going to take a small Dremel sanding bit and clean that out. I have these pieces of tape on the edges, so I know how far to bring down the little curve at the edge. That way, try to get everything as straight as possible. It's not going to be exact, but I'm just going to try to clean it up and make it look nice. But this is what it looks like. And just remember, right here is where the tow hook's going to be coming out. Since I cut the bumper, I ended up putting some mesh inserts in all the holes. I bought a roll of this mesh from Home Depot in the lawn and garden section. It was like 10 bucks. So basically I cut it out to fit the width. I did 4 sections, and I took a propane torch. I just heated up the plastic. Then I used a 2x4, pressed it down, and held the bumper with the other side with my hand. So all that's in there, and it's in there pretty strong. So right now I'm going to install the bumper back on the car. So on the bumper support, I sandblasted it and I covered it with Pour 15, and I did add nut certs in here because I hate those plastic clips. So those fit in there perfectly. Now 10mm bolts will go in there. I'm going to use these Allen keys. So the bumper is all assembled again. Looks pretty good in my opinion. The reason I cut the bumper is because A, I wanted my car to look different from everyone else's, and B, I wanted to help with the parachute effect. If you watch any drag racing or anything like that, you'll see the guys with the metal plate with the speed holes in the back of their car. So I did that to help with that. Pretty easy to cut. Just take your time and make sure you measure twice, cut once. If not, you'll have to get a new bumper. The mesh turned out better than I hoped it would, but that's going to be it for this video. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.